So today I'll be showing you guys exactly how you can make the best possible prompts to generate AI music using Suno. So to begin, obviously on Suno you're aware that even if you're using the free version, you do have a limited amount of total credits that you can use daily, and each song you generate will use those credits. But when you want to create even if you're doing paid or whatever, you still want to have the best possible prompt to create whatever it is you're doing. So, in the custom or simple, let's go custom. Or simple. Let's go into system. Simple, we're going to be creating a simple song. It won't be instrumental. We're going to want lyrics, audio, whatever. But obviously you can just generate it by doing a very simple prompt and having it come up with things for yourself, or you can obviously include your own personal lyrics. But in the case for today, let's do it as though we're just trying to create a generic song, a general idea of a song, but want to give the best possible prompt to create it. So how would you do this? Now, a lot of people understand that you can go ahead and create your own prompts on your own and have your own understanding of how to do that, but not everybody is actually talented at generating prompts or knowing how exactly you should do that. So the easiest way and the best way to do this, at least for beginners, would be to simply just go to ChatGPT and you start a new chat and you're going to ask ChatGPT to basically create the prompt for you. So for instance, you could tell it something like this: I'm using Suno to create AI music. I want you to create a prompt for me that I can feed into Suno so that it creates the perfect hip-hop song with Lil Peep vibes and talks about anxiety and relationships. Now, obviously, you can describe it however you want for whatever it is that you're creating and what you want it to be, but by doing this, you're going to get a good building block from ChatGPT on how to actually create your prompts. So we're going to go ahead and do this and see what it pops out. And when you have this, obviously, you can utilize what it gives you, but you can also regenerate it in your own way. And you can also edit it in your own way. Obviously, ChatGPT makes a big deal about the Lil Peep reference. I can't help you prompt Suno to Lil Peep's exact style, but I'm going to give you a prompt that reliably lands in the same emo. So it at least gives us something in the same genre. We're not trying to do any form of copyright or any type of plagiarism. I just wanted to give an example. But let's see here. So prompt 1, most emo rap, sad club banger. Okay, so emo rap plus melodic vibe, hip-hop, whatever, minor key, and it basically gives an in-depth description. So you can go and look through the prompts that it provides for you and pick whichever one you find suits your needs or what it is you're trying to create. So we're just going to use the first one here, and emo rap, melodic, light chorus, trap beats, punchy, and we will go ahead and copy this. As we see here, it says lyrics about anxiety, overthinking, race thoughts, insomnia, and a complicated relationship. Now here you can always go and edit this to whatever it is you want, but it gives you the building block and idea of how you can create your prompts so Suno understands it. It creates it in a way that the language aligns. So now we're going to go to Suno. We're simply going to paste it and see what we get from this. You can also adjust it with your own lyrics or audio if you want to include that, but we're going to just generate in the most basic style today to give you an idea of how we utilize the prompts more so than anything. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And it's also worth noting that up here you do have the option to pick different modes. Today we're going to be utilizing the best free model that we have and see what pops up. What I actually noticed while editing was that the prompt that they provided to us was actually not perfect because it was way too long for what Suno does. So it's important to always verify this, and maybe in the prompt when you input it to begin with, be very clear that it has to be the appropriate length for Suno. But we got a new one, we're going to put it in, and we're going to hit create and see what we get. So we got 2 V5 previews called Texting in a Tornado, and then we got another one for the original that we did, which is Blue Text Bubbles. So we're going to give each of these a listen. Let's see.
Screen glow on my face, heart rate on erase, typing out a word, trying to find a day, I turned into who you dread, you ready to leave me.
That's very Post Maloney if I had to make a comparison. It's not too much Lil Peep, so I would go ahead and edit that if I could, but it's still very nice and very high quality, and it does kind of align with the sad hip-hop idea. It's just I feel it sounds more like Post Malone, but let's go ahead and listen to the V5 preview version for Tornado, Texting in a Tornado.
You say that you love me, but you lay low. I say that I'm fine, I'm afraid of. I've been trying to trust you, I've been trying. Every time we argue,
Yeah, once again, that does sound very much like Post Malone, but it is still fantastic, and obviously we can't copy the exact style of what we'd want, but it does land onto the idea of trust issues and wanting love and all these different things that we were looking for. But basically, it just gives you the idea. The whole point of this video is to give you the idea that you can utilize ChatGPT to create the prompt style and then utilize that to your own understanding. So for instance, you can ask it, like for instance, if you're trying to figure out how many BPM it is good for like a little peep type of sound, or how many, what type of track sounds you use, like for instance 808s or snappy clap and sparse piano. These are things that not everybody would know off the top of their head. You can go to ChatGPT, figure it out, create a prompt, and then include that in so you get the exact sound that you're looking for. So this is the easiest way, and in my opinion the best way, to come up with the perfect prompts to generate AI music, because you'll make sure that you're actually inputting things that you want to hear and actually get the results that you're looking for. Like, this is exactly what I was hoping for, outside of it sounding like Post Malone as opposed to Lil Peep in this case. But that's pretty much how you do it. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, or at least insightful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.